What's up, Dank homies? Nero here, and today we're going to be talking about one of my personal favorite primary weapons, the Vectis Prime. Vectis? Stop saying Vectis! The Vectis Prime is one of the few sniper rifles that are actually in the game, and this weapon is just amazing. Now, to actually get the weapon, you need to open void relics, and those exact relics that you have to open will be on the screen right about now. Now, the weapon is mainly based in puncture and impact, meaning that you can really take out those heavily armored targets and those heavily shielded targets pretty easily. And it has 25% crit chance and a 2% critical multiplier, and this weapon is going to crit like crazy. And with the right ribbon mod, you can get it to do some crazy red crits. It has 30% status, which means that, yeah, you may shoot the enemy once, but you're more than likely going to proc what you want to proc on the enemy. And it has 2 bullets in the magazine, but if you are tactical enough, that won't be much of a problem for you. But if you're not, then maybe it, might be a little bit of an issue. The weapon is very, very reliant on skill, so practicing with the weapon and knowing how to shoot the weapon is really, really advised. Now, when shooting with the weapon, there's 2 ways you can go about it, which just depend on your playstyle. You can choose to be a long-range killer, where you kind of wait for the target, you aim for their heads, like so, and then like you shoot every 2 bullets, and then it reloads, and you don't have to come out of your scope to reload, which is really nice. Or you can play it tactical, and you can go at like mid-range, and you can just quick scope enemies like that. And the reason why you would want to quick scope is so you can get that extra damage multiplier when you're in zooming, and also you can maneuver a lot easier between jumping and even do trick shots like that. Now, I actually have 3 builds for this weapon. One is the normal build that you'll use all around, whether you're playing long range or playing tactical uses. I have another build that's mainly for tactical uses, which uses a ribbon mod, which is like quick scoping and jumping around and just really getting into the battlefield with your sniper rifle. And I have a third build that also uses a ribbon mod, which is mainly for a long range, one shot, get the job done, something that you want to use on bosses. Hot fix, bruh. So in this build, I have Serration for extra damage, I have Split Chamber for multi-shot. Those are just kind of the defaults in almost every rifle weapon. I have Point Strike for that extra critical chance. I have Vital Sense for the extra critical damage, and I have Stormbringer and Infected Clip so that I can get corrosive. Now, this is for Grineer enemies, but if you want to go against like Corpus or Infested, then you want to replace Stormbringer with the Cold dual stat mod, Rhyme Rounds. Because the reason why you want to do that is because you want that extra status chance so that you proc viral on the enemy a lot more often. The reason why you wouldn't want that with Stormbringer is because 1 bullet proccing corrosive really isn't all that great. So you might as well just go for the extra corrosive damage to do more damage to that enemy, or to the Grineer enemies. And now I have Bladed Rounds for on kill. I get an extra 120% critical damage, and I have Argon Scope for on headshots. I get an extra 135% critical chance. And if you have some pretty dank aim, then you can definitely get non-stop headshots. Now here's my build for a long range killing. This ribbon mod is really the main differ in this equation. I'm pretty much taking out Bladed Rounds and I'm replacing it with this ribbon mod because it gives me an extra 139.2% critical chance, damage to Corpus, and multi-shot. The negative magazine capacity makes it so I only shoot 1 bullet in the chamber and I get a more constant flow in my bullets. That means that there's a 0.9 second time between my shots. And I have corrosive here, but I have the status element one instead of the normal one, which you can go either way, but I just want to really be more sure that I do proc corrosive in this one just to get a little bit extra more damage. Now this is my tactical build, which is not really that different other than now I have bladed rounds and I have this rivet mod, which gives me extra critical damage, extra toxin damage, and extra puncture, and it decreases my zoom. Now the decreased zoom is important when you're doing more tactical things so that you can be closer to the enemy and it'll be a little bit easier for you to quickscope. And yeah, and being that it comes with toxin, I don't have to use infected clip and I can just use this right here and it just syncs pretty perfectly. First, we're going to test out the long range build, which this build is mainly for, like I said before, taking out bosses, taking out heavily armored units from a long distance. So I'm not going to spawn a lot of enemies because of time's sake, but they're going to be pretty strong, which is 5 arid heavy gunners at level 100. So without further ado, let's see what it can do. Nice zoom on there. And there we go. Nice and quick. Easy to split. Now to test out my more favorite build, which is the tactical build. The one where you want to run up to the enemy, you want to aim for the head, quickly get the quick shot or quick scope, and so you can get that extra damage multiplier, and you can come inside of the test room to practice that. But it is overall super fun, but I don't think that testing it in the testing room would do it justice, so I think it's best we take it on to the actual field. So without further ado, let's see what it can do.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room, and now my breath is smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. Oh, I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body, body. Let's go!
The entire factory has gone critical. Great work, Tenno. The corpus financiers will regret their investments today. Now, get out of there. Walkers incoming.
In conclusion, I want to say that this weapon is fantastic, but it's only as good as the person holding the weapon. And make sure you get as much practice as you can with the... Wait, hold on. Is that... There we go. Anyway, make sure you get as much practice as you can with the weapon so you can really get those quick shots very easily. I also want to give a quick shout out to my bro Lvex. He's the guy who actually did the remix for the song in the compilation that was just playing a couple seconds ago. If you guys really like that song, then you should go over to his channel and check out the rest of his tunes. He also does Warframe content every now and again as well. And he's at about like 67 subscribers at the moment, but I'm hoping that maybe this shout out right here could get him to at least 200 subscribers. So go down in the description, go to his channel, and consider subscribing if you like his content. But that's all I have to say for today's video, and if you guys enjoyed today's video, go ahead and leave a like and comment below if you guys are thinking about using the Vectis Prime yourselves, or if you have a better build or want to tell me how much my build sucks or whatever. But go ahead and do that down in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to become part of the Dank homie family, then go ahead and do so, and I will see you guys later. Peace.
Don't change. Even though life ain't the same. Say, don't change. Life gon' make it happen anyway. I say, don't change. Even though life ain't the same. Say, don't change.